One of the things we were confronted with prior to the administration coming to power was the drug situation. We could see how the young people were struggling. Kuch was destroying everything here. Is that over? No. Are there efforts being made to contain it? Yes. And sometimes when the negative things happen, we elevate it beyond the imagination, but when the positivity comes, we are like nothing happened. There was a major drug situation that the government was dealing with. That case was in court, and it had to do with one Judge Obi, who is affectionately known as Original Japan. He was involved with a major drug issue. The case was in court. And as of the 21st day of February, is it correct? January, sorry. Mr. Obi was found guilty of the charges that were brought against him. And so the government was able to establish that he was involved with a crime. That story appears to have been buried. I know the Justice Ministry issued a press statement, but for many it wasn't an issue, so we just left it like that. But it shows the commitment of a whole of government in dealing with the drug situation. Once the people under the executive are able to establish a case against anyone involved with drugs, and you can provide the evidences, the court will do its part. And collectively as a government, we can bring this ugly situation to an end. And as many of you will already be aware, somebody was brave enough, flew on Ethiopia Airline, brought a very terrible drug called heroin, I think that's how they call it, and they landed safely with that drug at RIA. They were arrested. The person is a Kenyan. They were investigated by the LDEA. They indicated that they were not the source of the drugs, but somebody just sent a parcel to them and said, carry it to John Brown. And that John Brown that they were bringing the drug to was one Ladnan Irando. So what the LDA has done, the person who brought the drugs and the person who was intended for, they were all arrested, investigated, they've been charged. What the LDA boss told me this morning, that the law says when a person is caught importing drugs into the country, that crime is non-bailable. When you're able to grab somebody with drugs within the country, the person can be out on bail. But once you are involved with importation and you are caught, according to him, that crime is non-bailable. So you can be assured that the individuals involved in this case will remain in prison until they are fully prosecuted.